if you name the leading figures of the political left at the time, you come up with, say, Eugene McCarthy, Robert Kennedy, George McGovern, and the leading political figures on the right, you come up with Barry Goldwater, Ronald Reagan. Now, as a matter of effect, which side had the more enduring legacy?
The people who you mentioned, who actually Mr. Buckley was one of them, who were in the losing team of Mr. Goldwater's campaign, Senator Goldwater's campaign, before, have benefited from ironies of history almost more than anybody else. Because by deciding that this would not teach them that they should dilute their ideology, that rather it should teach them to guard it and conserve it more.
Is that what you were engaged in?
More bravely, and to say that the consensus is something not to be bowed to, but to be shaped. They won a very, I think, deserved political victory.
You were engaged in benefiting from the ironies of history?
Well, I think Mr. Hitchens is correct when he says that these forces had inexplicable effect on the other side. It's true that we Republicans carried probably the most dramatic victories of our time. And it's true that you don't celebrate formal socialism as they did, say, in 1945. But it's unfortunately true that the other side has planted very successfully its folkways. And what we used to think of as open questions, for instance, should the local bookstore carry Desaad, are entirely closed questions. The answer is yes, it should carry Desaad. Questions about blue laws, questions about abortion in many cases. So all those creepy victories. It's like giving up the welfare state, quote unquote, that the incumbent gallantly did 2 years ago. Only every 5 minutes he suggests mean ways of adding to the federal welfare benefit. Now about over 21% of all GDP, even in an expansive economy, is now orchestrated by the federal government.
The era of big government is over, but replaced with lots and lots of little government.
Well, that wouldn't be so bad if it were lots and lots of little governments, but in many cases it isn't. It's just more regulations.
But then to stay with the ironic for a second,
right, go ahead.
I think quite a lot of your viewers would be surprised to learn that both Mr. Buckley and I favor the decriminalization of narcotics.
I'm in favor of legalization of marijuana, not because I'm in favor of people being allowed to do what they want to do, but because I think that the war against marijuana is not worth it. That more people are suffering on account of that war than would suffer without it. So mine is that instrument.
William F. Buckley, Jr. against the war on drugs. Let's explore the issues that these two seem to agree upon.